Welcome to the BISP solution. So our today's topic is we'll see how to create the template in Task Manager. Basically, task template defines repeatable set of tasks required for a business process. It is used as a basis for creating the schedules. If you are a service administrator or power user, you can view, create, edit and delete the template. Now let us see how to create the template in Task Manager. On the home page, click Application and then click the Task Manager. Our first icon is of creating the template. To create a new template, click on Add. I'll create a template for the close task performed annually. I'm giving the name as Year-End Close Task. Description is Financial Year Closing Task. You can assign organizational unit to the template. The organizational unit you select, it becomes the default unit for the task you add to the template. Holidays and work days, they are scheduled based on this organizational unit. Here you can define the number of days before and after day 0 to include in the template. So that means before day 0 I can start my work. So I'm giving as 10 days before I can start my work, and after day 0, that is a 15 days I'm giving, means before day 0 I have the 10 days to start my work and I have to complete my work within 15 days after the day 0. Here the owner is the administrator. Template owner can edit the template properties. By default, template creator is the template owner. Now, second tab is of the instructions. You can add the instructions for the task. You can also include the document attachment and links. You may want to supply If you want to supply the additional detail to help the users to understand the purpose of the template and how to complete the task, you can add the additional references. Okay, here I'm giving the instructions as close all the revenue and expenses account and pass all the provisioning entries. Okay, now in viewers tab, it enables you to assign viewers right to the users who may view tasks in the schedule, and you can assign multiple users as a viewer to the template. A viewer has a read only access to schedule produced from the template. You can search the viewers, or you can type a full name or partial name and then click search. So my viewers are these three. Now in attribute tab, to locate the template in system, we can apply the attribute tab attributes to the template. For example, you may have a list of sales region with the values north, south, east and west. Current template applies only to the west sales region. Current template applies only to the west, so you can add the sales region attribute and set it to west. That means when you select an attribute value, you can set value for the attribute based on the attribute type. Like, I am selecting my attribute value, that is, it must be reviewed the same day, so my value should be true. Okay, that means when you select the attribute, you have to assign the value to the it. In day labels, you define the number of days before day 0 from which you can start the work, and after day 0 the days in which you have to complete your work. Like I had choose -10, that is I can start my work 10 days before the day 0, and I have to complete within 15 days after the day 0. So minus 10, I can give it name as start day, and day 15 I can give the name as end day. Okay, that means you can customize the name of days in the template, but editing the name will not change its order. Okay, now in embedded template, when you schedule the task for the template, task for the embedded templates are also scheduled. That means you may have two processes that are essentially the same. You can specify one template embeds the second template, so if you change one template you do not need to update the another template. Okay, so here I'm skipping this step, but there are some available templates which you can choose. Now in the rule tab, template rules apply to all tasks in the template, and rules are also applied to the group of tasks. Okay, so here I'm creating a rule as my rule is auto approve task. That is, it automatically completes specified approval if specified conditions have been met. That means when conditions are specified, the rule causes the specified approval levels to be marked as complete. Okay, here you can give the description as it is optional. Okay, so here you can explain why you configured the rule and how it should be used. I'm giving the approval level as all levels. Okay, select the rule for all levels or select the approval levels. It is up to you. Here you can create the filter or you can use the saved filter. Saved filter. I am using the create filter. So you have to define the filter task. Here we have three options. That is the current task. Okay, that is specify on which task the condition should be selected. Current task, predecessor task, or specific task. If you select the specific task, you have to provide the task ID also. Okay, but I am here selecting it for as a current task. So when you have selected the current task as a filter task, you have to give the criteria. So create the condition. So my select the attribute value. So I'm giving the attribute value as execution type. Okay, operands equal. You have to define the value. So who will? I'm giving the value as end user. That means my execute. Who will execute this task? That is end user. So here it is giving the criteria as execution type equals end user. Okay. After defining all this, click on OK. So your template will be reflected as year end close task. Okay, so this is the template. This is my organizational unit. I haven't added any schedule, so it is reflecting as 0, and my owner is the administrator. So this is the way how you create the template. This is the first step for a close task process. Okay, so after creating the template you have to assign the task to it. So in this video I am explaining here how to create the template, so that you can assign the task and schedule it. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask. Thank you.